to Mortal Kombat. Let's fight. Simon McQuoid. I mean, so well, I guess why don't we start? Dave, have you watched the Mortal Kombat from the 90s?
I actually haven't watched them. I know the first one's a big cult film,
Mhm.
and the second one's very widely derided. But I actually had like no awareness of those as a kid, even. Like I just
Me
totally missed
neither.
them.
Yeah, me neither. I feel like I've seen some of the clips like on YouTube, just looking it up. Like, it's kind
Mhm.
of whatever to me at this point.
Yeah.
So I was going into this very much like I know the video games. I'm not like a big fan of the video games. I think I know like the main characters, a lot of the people you see in this, which was nice. You know, didn't feel totally lost. Um, and I was like, this is probably gonna be some gory action stuff. So let's see how it goes. And I feel like I got pretty much exactly what I expected. I wouldn't say that it makes the most sense. I think it makes
No.
some sense, I guess, kind of. But you end up just kind of like transporting to worlds and having these outrageous battles, and it's
Right.
turn your brain off fun, which is kind of what I thought it would be.
Right. So yeah, I think you got to think like it's a Mortal Kombat movie made for people that have played the game. Like no
Yeah,
one's gonna casually go show up to Mortal Kombat. I guess people will, but like this is made for the fans, quote unquote. So like I think you got to be in the right headspace to evaluate it. Like it's a movie about Mortal Kombat. That being said, they don't have the fucking tournament, and I
yeah,
found that choice incredibly odd because like
yeah,
we kind of rushed through a training montage towards the end, and we have a different fight, but not the tournament. Like uh like Shang Tsung, he's like cheating. We're not going to do the tournament. We could have him beforehand. I was like, huh, okay, that's an interesting premise. To like go on the run, then we'll have the tournament later. Nope. Guess we're setting the tournament for Mortal Kombat 2, where they like go find Johnny Cage. I guess. Okay. So I just found that choice kind of interesting. Also, another key choice is that Louis Tan's character Cole Young is a brand new creation, not a Mortal Kombat character. We are not hanging out with Liu Kang this time. He's on the side.
yeah. Um, I thought that was a fine choice. Like, they obviously are probably going to like build him into the games moving forward. So you're introducing a new
That's a good point.
character. But yeah, I did think the tournament didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, why you would just like avoid that. But they're probably setting that up, I assume, for some sort of sequel. And I can't imagine, the people who are attached to this other than I don't know what Bokeem Woodbine was he actually in this? No, the guy
No, he
just looked
wasn't.
like
No,
Bokeem Woodbine to me.
the guy who plays Jax,
Yeah,
Makad Brooks.
yeah, I thought that was Bokeem Woodbine.
They're both
Damn.
bald.
Yes, both bald and had like a deep voice. So that was pretty much all I was basing it off of. No, but Makad Brooks, like I can't imagine any of these people wouldn't come back and do a second film.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
It was also only made for like 40 to 50 million, pretty low budget, and
That's crazy.
Mortal Kombat has done well at the box office. It just won the weekend over 20 million here in the US, and it's done okay overseas. It's been out a few weeks overseas. So in terms of like total gross, it's actually like equaled the budget. Doesn't mean it made its money back, but between that and obviously already being on HBO Max, I have to think this is be quickly considered a success, and we'll get that sequel, which they very clearly were leading towards. So, that's a good for Warner and New Line, I guess. But yeah, I mean, like the dialogue is bad. I think we just need to say it. Like it's not a well written film. Most people are not going to watch this for the writing. They're going to watch the fatalities. And
Get over here. Love
it
that
is what
part.
it
That's
is,
so good.
Uh, I mean, there's literally one where Joe Taslim, who I think is pretty good at Sub Zero because he's just like a really good like guy doing
Yeah.
his own stunts in his martial
Mhm.
arts and whatnot. He literally has lines like "I am Sub Zero," and it's like that's all it was. I was like, "Oh, we know, bro."
Well, who's the guy with the hat that like is a blade?
Raiden.
Also, yes, Raiden. When he's like fighting that pterodactyl girl. Man, this is how into the Mortal Kombat stuff I am. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
know characters' names. Sorry to like the big fans who might be watching this.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure either.
in that showdown with
Marina.
that pterodactyl type girl, and he like basically just like cuts her in half with his hat as like a saw blade. I was like,
Oh, so no,
and then
That wasn't Raiden. Sorry, Raiden's the lightning guy.
oh, gotcha.
That was Shang Tsung.
Yes, Shang
That
Tsung.
guy. That's
Yes.
was it Shang Tsung? No.
Yeah.
No, that was Kung Lao. Kung Lao is the one who did his fatality with the
Oh.
spinning head. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like
That was amazing.
perfect. What he's like perfect fatality or something like that. And I was like, yes, like this is all I really want. Like, just show me some cool deaths. And,
Right. I like the prologue scene where you get a Scorpion being killed by Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Really just because Scorpion's played by Hiroki Sanada, who's like, a famous Japanese actor. He's in tons of shit. Like everyone recognizes him. But like I thought like the fight choreography was really good in that and like the effects around Sub-Zero's powers with the ice and everything, like really, really well done as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. I have to say, all right, we gotta talk about Kano. How'd you feel about Kano? Josh Lawson.
He sucks.
He's obviously like a really over the top, talking shit, being inappropriate.
Yeah.
Does his fatality on Reptile early on, but like breaks bad. What'd you think of that performance? Like it's definitely a different speed for most of the movie, so like
Yeah.
I think it's helpful.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I mean, I think he obviously was decent in the role. If I'm like, I hated him, which is why I say he sucks, because the way he just like flips on them, like fuck that. But yeah, I don't know how good are any of these performances. I guess is like really like you mentioned. I think Hanzo Hasashi, who's Hiroki Sanada playing Scorpion, and then obviously Joe Taslim as Bihan Sub-Zero are like the two that you like watch and you're like, okay, this is like pretty good action stuff. But like beyond that, I mean, like that. No offense to Makad Brooks, but like when his arms get taken off, and then like when he's like, these will do, and like is able to like use the iron hands,
it's leaning into the corniness,
Yeah, Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, I was like, okay. It's all pretty one note, which is like fine. Like I'm not watching this to be like, wow, what a performance.
So I'm actually a big fan of Tadanobu Asano, who plays Raiden. He's also in a lot of stuff, another famous Japanese actor. I always distinctly remember him as the bad guy in 47 Ronin, which is a very bad Keanu Reeves movie, like from like 6-7 years ago. But he's like kind of more understated as Raiden, and it's kind of like hard to get the performance because his eyes obviously are like constantly, blurred out with the special effects. But yeah, man, I mean, it's a movie about people ripping out hearts,
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is.
It's gory, it's campy, but it's like fine. Like no one was going into this movie like, man, Mortal Kombat. Let's see if this can get a best picture dark horse here. And so similar to I think our like Godzilla versus Kong. It's like sometimes the movie just is what it is, and you just have to take it for that.